I'm thinking maybe the camera might slow it down enough that the blade's going. Oh, there, now she's slowing down. And it just about stopped. Okay, so that's the one. And just so Barry knows, this is how we do our towers out here, along with all the junk and garbage. These are piles. They have screw heliacs on the end, and I really only needed 3, but I have 6 on there, 3 6-inch and 3 5-inch. You can see the holes in this guy here, maybe right there. That's how they grab them and screw them in with the screw pile. Alright, I can still hear it spinning. So now we're going to go over and check out number 2. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Okay. Okay, so this is on the back deck. Hard to believe this was just painted last week. So what I've done is I cheated up here, which I probably shouldn't have done. And that one is spinning so fast you can't see it, but I think the camera will probably slow it down. You can hear it hissing in the wind. I can't see the blades, but I can on the screen, so hopefully that's all you're seeing. It looks like they're going really slow and sometimes backwards, but it is actually going pretty good. Remove the rest of the panels. I got one more big one coming. Those are each 240 watts. Those are 120 each, the middle ones. Those are mostly 80s, and a couple of little ones that I just had kicking around. Figured if they're here, I might as well throw them into the system. So going inside here again, that little homemade seat. So right now we're charging at, what do we got? Oof, not bad today. 32.5 amps. And if you look to the direct right, ooh, look at that. So there's the turbine going right now. That's the one out on the tower. And as you can see, they're not real consistent. There are a lot of peaks and up and down and blah blah blah. Got kind of a mess here just so that you can see what's going on. Put some meters in line so you can actually understand what's happening. But on a good gust of wind there, it'll pin that 15. It's good for 30 amps, that one. So that's the turbine. That is called a SAW technology turbine. And it is selectable between 12 and 24. So I can, it's not auto select. There's a switch on there I have to switch and it'll go back. So anyhow, that's the 24 volt guy. This is also 24 volt. As you can see, the voltage is on the top at 25.4, and it's charging at 32.5. Oh, 33, I saw it. So the 28.5, that's the highest that it will charge, and then it shuts down. That's the temperature inside here right now is 19 degrees. On the far right side, that's the load, which is on and off. And right now it's on. If I reach over here, I can shut it off, and you can see I didn't hit the button hard enough. But anyway, so the 24 volt is where the load it turns on. The 26 is where it, that's where, the 24 is where it kicks out. 26 is where it turns back on. And right now, if you look at what the battery condition is, it says the load is 24 hours, so it is just set so that if the voltage reaches either of those 2 points, either turns on and off. Batteries are at 73% right now. Wow, I'm getting good production out of my turbine here today. Oops. Go, baby, go. Well, you can see it's erratic, but at least it does something. At night when it's windy, you can make some power, because the solar obviously isn't going to work at night. So that's the 24 volt system. Over here on the 12, this is a hybrid controller. And as you can see, there's 2 green lights. The one on the far right is the turbine, and the one on the left, I'm not even sure. The blue one is saying that we're charging solar. So right now, and if I remember, I will show you the solar panels. And right now, coming in on AC, we're charging at about 1 amp there, it looks like. That's on the AC. It's coming in 3-phase, and that's charging these batteries back here in the back. I'm going to fire up the old meter here again. Oops, hit the wrong button. That's alright. So right now, what this thing does is it holds the battery voltage around 12.5, and anything in excess goes out these outputs. Those 3 lights there is different set points for the outputs. I think I covered that on the last one. So the one inverter is running into this guy. It's doing right around 100 watts. And I have the other 3 because I don't have another one of these multi-plug-ins. And this one's doing about 612 watts right now. And if you look at this inverter, and I'm going to try to get underneath, you can see the lights are turning around. So that's one of the 12-volt ones. That's the other guy down here going. It's a little slower. It's an older style. So right now it looks like we're charging at about an amp, which translates to, I don't know, 3 or 4 amps on the DC side of it, because it goes through a rectifier inside. And this thing will redirect, so anything over 12.5 volts, it starts redirecting the voltage into the inverters. That's what it's made for. Oh boy, I've seen 34 amps on there. Well, of course, as soon as I get this under there, it stops. But I actually seen 34 amps, and as you can see, the sun's going down, so it's dropping down to 14. Once the sun comes back out, she'll pin right back up again. And as you can see, the wind's not doing anything here now. So these are the other 2 inverters. These are the 2 that's making most of the power. They do about 300 watts each, thereabouts. So there goes the meter. I hear a big gust coming, so she should spike up there a little bit maybe. Probably see it on the other one more than this one. But yeah, there we go. Oh, there's 34 on there again. By the time I get there, it'll be gone. 34 amps. So that's perfect conditions, about 34. Where's all the reflection coming from? And the sun just went behind another cloud. You can see the power drop off. This cheap controller, boy, I sure like it because I can do so much with it. It's very versatile. I can do whatever I want. Oh, and there goes the turbine again. So it's fairly windy today. It's not windy, but it's enough to make a little bit of power with it anyhow. And I worked Kenya today on 17 meters, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Being a ham radio guy, I'm going to probably head in there and fire up the 756 Pro 2 one more time. Just so you can see what's happening with these things. And for somebody other than Barry watching this, the inverters are hard to believe, but they just plug right straight into your wall. Don't ever do that with a regular, well, what do they call them, a modified sine wave inverter. They will explode. And that's the little turbine, and it's up the tower about 40 feet. It actually works quite well there if I got any wind at all. So with that thing averaging between 5 and 10 and a decent wind, and this guy averaging around 30, 34, I guess. Ooh, I've seen that thing peak up to 15, but I missed it. So there's some pretty good gusts going on out there today. So we're making power, Barry. Right now it's, I guess I'm making 612 plus 95, so right around 700 watts. Yeah. There he goes. Alright, I will post this. Actually, I can do it from the garage here. I upgraded the internet, so I'm sitting here in the garage and I can download at about 25 megs per second. So there you go. I'll get her sent to YouTube, and I'll grab it after and put it on Facebook there so you can see it. There you go, Barry. Having fun on the west side of the world with solar and wind turbines. Talk to you later.